All right. So I want to talk about. I have been trying to avoid this issue. Because I honestly don't care. Like, ultimately, I don't care about any of this, right? Like, to me, I don't live in the area, right? Like, to me, like, just pretty much everything I've seen out of this entire fiasco is embarrassing. But I keep getting messages from various people asking me to talk about it because, I don't know, I have no idea. And I want to talk about we're getting into the drama portion of today's program. I love drama sometimes drama is annoying, sometimes I don't want to be involved with it, right? But you know what, sometimes I love drama. So and you know what, this time I got a chance to air some of my personal petty grievances, so that's also for me. But someone sent me this tweet, and we're getting into the drama portion, right? So, please, settle down, to save your dramatic outpours in the chat for when I'm done here. But someone sent me this tweet, and I'm going to show the tweet in a second. And I received this tweet. You know how, like, when you send someone a tweet on, like, a Twitter DM, right? And it says, like, this tweet cannot be displayed. Like, you can't even click the link and then, like, post it in an incognito window, right? Like, you just, like, you have to, like, fish for this tweet. But anyway, like, this, like, weird drama feud in, like, left-wing podcaster spaces over the New York State Senate race, to me, has reached critical mass of embarrassing, right? Like, everyone involved pretty much that I've seen online is, like, just an embarrassment to the universe, right? Like, I look online, right, and I see anytime anyone talks about it, right, and I just see embarrassment. So anyway, someone sent me this tweet of David Griscom, and I have a feud with David Griscom, I guess. I don't know. This guy has blocked me, right? And so this is why I wanted to get involved with it, because I would like someone to find out how and why David Griscom has blocked me on Twitter. As you can see, I am on an incognito tab, because I'm blocked by David Griscom. I've never talked to David Griscom before, but that's my own personal petty grievance. But anyway, I've avoided talking about this because I don't live here and I don't care. I don't live there and I don't care. But I've gotten so many people that keep fucking messaging me, so I'm just going to talk about this and then we're going to move on, okay? So, I just got to say, like, this whole thing is embarrassing, right? Like, the DSA thing, I don't like DSA, okay? I really don't, okay? I have moved around this country many times. I have met a lot of people in DSA. DSA is a mixed bag. In the same way that the DNC is a mixed bag. I've moved around a lot in my life, and I've met a lot of people in various Democratic organizations, Democratic Party organizations, right? It's a mixed bag. Sometimes you're in a cool area and all the, like, look at the Nevada Democrats, for example. There was this big thing where, like, the Nevada Democrats, like the Bernie wing of the party, took over the DNC, and now they're, like, posting bangers on Twitter all day, right? So, like, it's a mixed bag. From what I understand, DSA in New York, also a mixed bag, right? So, my opinion on this race is pretty simple. I don't care, right? I don't care. Okay, most of the time DSA can be good. All the time are they good? To pretend like they're always good, to me, I think it's as cringy as saying, oh, the Democrats are always amazing. Every time you go to a Democratic office anywhere, they're amazing, wonderful people. It's just weird. It's a mixed bag. It depends on where you fucking live, okay? So now again, I don't live in New York. I can't weigh in on that, right? So people saying that they trust DSA in New York, okay, feel free. But I gotta say, like, having spoken to a lot of people involved, I don't know if I'm friends with anybody involved, but just, like, seeing the drama around this race has really kind of just, like, it's just made me cringe. It's made me cringe, right? So, like, Majority Report, like has Nomiki on, and, like she's, like, a regular weekly guest. She announces that she's running, and then all of a sudden, everyone affiliated with the Majority Report is harassing the fucking shit out of Nomiki. And to me, that just is... Like, why? Like, I just don't get it. I really don't. And so, again, I don't live there. I don't know the intricacies. I don't, walk the streets of New York, and I don't know everybody. I don't know who's, like, but, like, this is such an embarrassment in, like, online left media. It really is. Like, it makes me embarrassed. Like, when I see this kind of shit, it makes me embarrassed. Like, when I see, like, podcast hosts harassing other podcast hosts, right? Online, publicly, when they all have each other's phone numbers. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Like if I was under the impression that I had friends, and my friends started harassing me online, they have my phone number. I've texted them, hey, you want to talk on the phone? No. Hey, you want to meet up for a coffee? No. And they keep harassing me online. I would feel pretty fucked up about it, right? So now we can all have our opinion on the race. Like, is Nomiki a spoiler? Is Kirsten Gonzalez a spoiler? How do you decide who's the spoiler? How do you decide who's further left? Right? It's just, who cares? That's my opinion. Right? Nomiki launched her campaign when the new district was created. Right? That's my understanding of the situation. Right? There was Senate redistricting, state Senate redistricting. Right? There was a new district created. There's no incumbent. It's a new district. Nomiki was like, oh shit, I'll run for the new district. Okay. Right? But when there's redistricting, right, someone that was running in an old district that had parts of the new district just went in there and started running for that district. That's Kirsten Gonzalez, right, who's endorsed by DSA. So now, again, we have to take a lot of articles of faith. I don't like faith, okay? I don't believe in faith, right? Now, I've had a lot of personal experiences with DSA, and DSA can be bad. There's all these DSA chapters in, like, Idaho, for example, that are, like, run by tanky Jimmy Dore people, and they're, like, the official DSA account. Like, one of them got banned on Twitter for, like, saying that, like, everyone who's ever lived in Ukraine is a neo-Nazi, and they got banned from Twitter or whatever, right? So, but anyway, but we can have this argument. Like, that's the thing about, like, online kind of discourse, is that it's so charged that, like, people that are apparently friends with one another and have each other's phone numbers and have known each other for years and years and years and years, right? They can be convinced to hate each other based on nothing. Like, okay, let's say Nomiki's campaign is embarrassing, right? Oh, the clean campaign pledge is cringy. Okay, great. Well, the race is going to be over in a month. Who cares, right? Who cares? And that's the thing. I've seen so many people that try to wrap me into this. And, my thing is, like, I have resisted being wrapped into this because I don't care. I don't fucking live there. But you know what? Everyone else that doesn't live there is talking about it. So fuck it. I'll talk about it too. Right? But, like, I don't care if Nomiki is doing a clean campaign pledge and you find that cringy. Like, okay, it's cringy. And does that make Nomiki a horrible person? Does that mean she's canceled because she did a fucking, like, clean campaign pledge? Like, who cares? That's hard to say. Clean campaign pledge. That's really difficult for me. But anyway, like, I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of Kirsten Gonzalez going on, like, really cringy shows, like Katie Halper's show, who's extremely cringy and, like, really buddy-buddy with, like, neo-Nazis, right? Like, that's weird, right? And, like, I've seen the Majority Report clips of, like, Emma being like, I think that Nomiki is a wrecker and a spoiler. It's like, who cares what you think? Like, don't you have any, like, I don't know, man. Like, even if you do think that, why would you air it online? To me, it's just, it's just weird. But anyway, I have been drafted into talking about this. I resisted. But I just want to say it really is embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, and again, I don't know why David Griscom has me blocked on Twitter. I really don't. I've never talked to the guy. I don't really know anything about him. Like, the only thing I know about him is that he was on the Michael Brooks show, right? And he was, like, the least interesting character on the Michael Brooks show. Like, no offense. But, like, I don't know, to me, it's baffling. Like, these are grown adults, 30 right, years old, 40 years old, right? And instead of talking on the phone, they're having this big public drama fest in front of millions of people, and it's embarrassing. I don't really, it's embarrassing. And then it's also, like, it's completely divorced from reality, right? I don't know, I know a couple people that live in New York, right? And, you know, they live near the district or whatever, and they've been to, like, these campaign events, and they tell me that, like, literally no one in person cares anything at all about this online garbage. It's like, it's just exactly like the force to vote thing, except this time, like, the force to vote, like, cognito hazard has, like, gotten into people that the previous one didn't, right? Like, it's a new district. DSA isn't God. AOC is not God. AOC just endorsed DSA because she's acting on an article of good faith. Who knows? Like, if DSA is actually good or not, who knows who vets these things? It's a new district. Should they have done a endorsement procedure when the new district was created instead of sliding someone into there? Maybe they should have, yes. Right? But, like, this idea that Nomiki needs to be canceled for life. I mean, like, my God, man. Like, it's embarrassing. It really is. It's embarrassing. It's a state Senate seat. Like, this isn't, like, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, right? Like, this is a state Senate seat, and people are treating this like, oh, Nomiki is garbage, she's evil, she's a NATO operative sent to destroy the left, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I don't know. Like, and, like, threats, and, like, I've seen so many people, like, threaten Nomiki online, and, like, it's annoying to me. And on the same token, threatening the other person, Kirsten Gonzalez, or is it Kristen or Kirsten? I don't know, man. But anyway, I just, like, I don't have a dog in this race, but my dog is, first of all, my dog is Max the dog. He's sleeping on the floor right over there. And second of all, it's, like, again, it's just embarrassing. Like, why would anybody trust people's perspectives on socialist politics and organizing if these so-called socialists are so antisocial they can't talk on the fucking phone? Like, oh, I'm a socialist. I'm going to organize a revolution to overthrow the U.S. government, except I'm afraid to talk to my friend who I've known for 10 years on the phone. Like, man, like, I just... Like, talk about, like, destroying the left. Like, if you want to talk about destroying the left, right, like, almost all of the attacks on Nomiki have been about, like, they're ad hominem. Like, look at this tweet here. Solidarity with movement leaders and organizations, or organizers with a record, not institutions who can be corrupted by their industrial complex and deal making. We must be wiser. This is how movements are killed. The basic, like, thing here is solidarity with people, not institutions. Now, I'm an anarchist. I don't like institutions. I don't like DSA. I've been involved with a couple DSA chapters. I've talked to a lot of DSA people. I've met a lot of DSA people online through my show and through other activism. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. In the same way, if someone says, I'm on the left, they could be like a fucking Jimmy Dore, like, you know, Russia imperialism is good, like, anti-vaxxer, and they can claim to be on the left, right? The left doesn't mean anything, right? And so this idea that people should have a default fealty to DSA as an organization, they can do no wrong. It's DSA. We must support the party. It's just, who cares about the fucking party, bro? Like, I don't know, man. I have seen policy arguments from Nomiki and Kristen Gonzalez. I think both of their campaigns have pretty good policy proposals. I know Nomiki has, like, this big COVID policy proposal, which in my opinion is probably one of the most important things that no politician is talking about, right? I know Kristen Gonzalez has had, like, you know, she's got this, the generic DSA policy slate or whatever, right? So, like, that's all good. Should there be only one left-winger in the race? Absolutely, right? Is the possibility of vote splitting real? Possibly, but there's no polling in the district. How can we tell who is more likely to beat Elizabeth Crowley without any polling, right? If someone was so concerned with spoilers, fund a poll. Like, how much money would it cost to poll Senate District 59, right? Can't all these, like, fucking extremely wealthy podcast, let's be honest, can't these extremely wealthy podcasters fund a poll to figure out who the spoiler would be, right? And also, why can't there be a negotiated dropout? And why would the only person that would be presumed to drop out be Nomiki when she launched her campaign a week after the district was created? Like, who cares about DSA I don't care about DSA endorsing people, right? Bernie Sanders has endorsed people that are pretty cringy, right? Now, again, they take it on an act of good faith, right? Bernie Sanders has rescinded endorsements. DSA and AOC, right, they have rescinded endorsements, right? But this idea that, like, Nomiki is evil, I'm sorry, man, you're not going to sell me on that bullshit. And the thing about it that I think is really kind of fucked up is like the thing here is that it's going to last after this election. This election is going to be gonzo in like 2 weeks or like how long? I don't even know. I don't live in New York. The primaries where I'm at they've already happened. But anyway, like people are going to be harassing the shit out of Nomiki over this for a very long time for presumably no reason. And then like, what if we have a scenario, which is possible? What if we have a scenario where Nomiki has more votes than Kristen Gonzalez? It's possible. What if we have a scenario where Elizabeth Crowley she loses and Kristen Gonzalez wins and Nomiki's in third place? Who knows? There's no polling. There's no polling, right? And it's like the other thing is like, okay, maybe Nomiki shouldn't run in this district at this time. Okay, can you come up with any other reason other than DSA is an organization that can do no wrong? I don't know, man. The fact that all of this is in public to me, and I keep getting like, I don't know. I guess I'm like the D tier in this universe. So people love to DM me for my opinions on this stupid like petty garbage, right? So I'm in the D tier here or the F tier. I don't know. I'm at the lowest possible tier of this shared universe. Okay, and I can tell you, it's embarrassing. It really is. Like I don't know. I've said that many times, but. You know, like harassing people online who are allies in every way it's weird. It's strange. Like, is Nomiki like started saying, oh, maybe we don't need to give money to homeless? Has Nomiki started saying, oh, maybe we need to reopen up and ignore COVID? Has Nomiki been saying, oh, maybe I don't like vaccines? No, her policy platform is really good. In the same way, so is Kristen Gonzalez's. They got good policy platforms. And the thing about leftists is we need to figure out conflict resolution, my man. Like, this shit isn't... Like, if you are friends with someone, you have their phone numbers, you live literally in the same fucking city, you could walk to their house, right? And instead, you're arguing and yelling at each other on the internet in front of millions of people. You know what I mean? It's just... Like, we need to talk about conflict resolution. So anyway, that's my take on this. Maybe I'll talk about it more, but, you know, enough with sending, oh, what's your opinion on this, you know? Jesus Christ. It's embarrassing. It really is. It really is. And you know what? I feel bad for everybody involved, but I also feel bad for Nomiki, because, like, if I had friends, right, that I've known for multiple years, and that I do something I'm putting a lot of time and effort into, and they all completely abandon me. Not only completely abandon me, but shit on me several times, right? In front of, like, you know, Majority Report's got 1 million viewers, right? Like, they get, like, what, 100,000 views on some of these videos, right? That's a lot of people. I'd be pissed. So, you know what? If I'm going to pick a dog, it'll be Nomiki just by default. But also, I don't care. I don't live there. I don't care. I'm not endorsing anybody. I don't live there. Vote for whoever's furthest left that has the highest chance of winning. But wait, there's no polling, so we don't know. So I don't know, man. But, either way, man, the embarrassing stream sniping. Ugh. And can we talk about how, like, let's be honest. Like, it's mostly men doing this. Like, You'll notice that it's like David Griscom and Matt Leck doing this like weird, like, she's a wrecker, she's anti-left, and it's like, bro, what? Like, can you calm down first of all? Like, you know, but I don't know, man. It's embarrassing, and it makes me not like the whole universe, you know. It cringes me out. Like, this is the same reason I got cringed out of, like, the Jimmy Dore universe, right? I never really liked them to begin with. But, you know, the force to vote thing, ooh, right? You gotta eventually you gotta too cringe, you know what I mean? And, like, Majority Report, like, the extended universe here, they're really disappointing me with that. Anyway, I think I've said everything I need to say, until I get dragged into it again, which will happen, I'm sure. Now that I've opened the genie in the bottle or whatever stupid fucking thing, I don't know. I don't know. It's over for me. I'm in. Folks, Cooking with the Bitch is coming. And it's also going to be coming in the good dick way. If you want, it's an optional thing, but Cooking with the Bitch in 24 minutes. And there you go.